Other news now. President Cyril Ramaphosa will hold his 8th Presidential Imbizo in the Sekhukhune District Municipality later on today. High on the list of the challenges facing residents are persistent water shortages and sanitation woes, despite the region being home to large dams such as the Hoop and Flag Boshielo. Our reporter covering the Imbizo is Mahlako Komane. Mahlako, good morning to you. So I've mentioned a couple of the issues, other than, obviously, we're talking water, but what else do you reckon would feature?
Yes, good afternoon indeed to, good morning rather, Leanne, to you. You're quite correct when you speak about the issue of water and, when you speak about Sekhukhune. But it's also quite, the mining hub. When you look at Sekhukhune and the amount of mines that the area, that is home to mines, the amount of mines that find themselves operational here in Sekhukhune. I mean, let me just move out of the shot, just give you an idea of what you see as you walk around here. It's almost mine after mine, from platinum to chrome. This is, these are industries that make it, especially within the Dubatse area where this Imbizo is going to take place at the Ramudodi Sports Complex later on today. It's just mine after mine after mine here. But also, Lee, and just to take it back about the issues that you speak of, the Portfolio Committee for Minerals was here in the area a few months ago. If I'm not mistaken, it was sometime last year that they visited that. They spoke about the issue of illegal mining. One of the things that the chairperson had then said to us was the fact that they had then discovered here in Sekhukhune, unlike in most places where issues of illegal mining exist, was that here it's locals that are the ones that are mining within, that are doing these open cast mining. So they are the ones who participate in what is deemed or is seen as illegal mining. I mean, some of the houses here, people go as far as mining in backyards. So the issue of mining of minerals, of how you're going to balance that, will probably come up. The chairperson had said to us at that point that they were going to see how they could best expedite, or rather deal with the issue of how to ensure that these small scale miners are artisanal mining, as it's called, is able to take place, because people are already doing it. I mean, a week will not go by where you don't see an advisory issued by police that tells you that they've arrested X amount of people within the Sekhukhune area mining illegally. But also there's the issue of traditional leadership within the Sekhukhune area. Traditional leaders take are highly regarded in this area. People take the traditional leadership very seriously, traditional authorities, and we know that there's within some royal houses some squabbles there. So I think maybe those would be the issues, but also the relationship between government and traditional leaders. What is happening there would be one of the issues that will be addressed. But also, Leanne, within the Sekhukhune area, you'll also remember, going back slightly to that issue of water, is that there's what we call the Sekhukhune District Municipality, which is responsible for water provision in this region. That municipality in 24 months has seen a change of mayors 3 times. We're expecting a new mayor to come. Not so long ago, we were told that the current mayor is deemed to be an interim mayor after the former mayor, who was Julia Matebe, was asked to step aside due to charges, fraud charges that were relating to VBS, that she's attending court over those particular issues. So there's also that. But also, Leanne, having said that, 22% of the budget here of that particular municipality, which is meant to ensure that there is water coming out of taps for residents, they've only spent 22% of their budget in the last financial year. When we had engagements, of the stories that we kept on doing in the Sekhukhune area, the regional secretary there will tell you that they had felt that leadership was an issue. But over and above that, there was obviously also issues of administrative issues within that particular municipality. So I'm assuming when the president will come here, will also deal with those particular issues. Projects here, the rate at which projects are getting completed, is it satisfactory for the various departments that are involved in that? So those are just some of the issues I think that will come up in this presidential Imbizo, Leanne.
All right, we'll leave it there, Mahlako. Thanks very much, and looking forward to seeing what comes out of this particular visit now.